We were warned this would happen. Let's talk about it. So there's been a lot of topics lately that we've been talking about that mainstream news likes to call conspiracy theories, likes to say, oh, that's not actually happening, that's discredited. But now mainstream news is admitting it too, and it's getting to the point where it's just undeniable. And really quick, guys, I'm making a second channel. I'm posting a video on it today. It should be up there today. Watch it after this video. Watch this video first, then go watch it. I'm going to post the link down in the description and down in a pinned comment, because I just feel like this shadow ban stuff is real. Most people are just finding my videos by searching my name right now, and I can see the dip off. So if you just want another video from me every day, just hit up this channel, because I'm going to start posting on it all the time too, and on this channel too, so don't worry. But make sure you go to that one, sub, hit the bell, like the video, watch it all the way through, everything. Make sure you do that for me, because it'll help the channel get off to a great start. And also just give me your email too if you want to. You don't have to, but just give me your email down below too, because the shadow ban stuff's real. This censorship stuff's real. Sorry, I'm getting jumbled up. I'm just getting upset here because it's real, guys, and it's only going to intensify as we get closer to November. We always see a giant crackdown before every election of social media censorship. So it's only going to get worse, and we're hitting hard topics. So make sure you do that after this video. But let's dive in here. Let's see what's happening. This article is out of the Washington Examiner, guys. Okay, and it says, I warned you about this weeks ago, probably months ago now. Other people have been warning of this too, but I've really been trying to hit on this, and people were like, oh, what are you even talking about? Like, this isn't real. You're making stuff up. All right. It's just the news is always just way behind because they never want to admit the truth. So it says, did Russian hackers blow up a Texas liquid natural gas pipeline on June 8th? So this is out of the Washington Examiner on June 21st, 2022. I warned that Texas is being targeted. Their energy grid's being targeted. They are trying to be shut down right now, okay? And we've already seen warnings in the past too of Texas energy grid is under constant threat of Russian hackers. So now it's coming to fruition, okay? And this could be the Russians. That's what the official narrative is, okay? It also could be other actors. Cyber attacks are one of these things where it's very hard to pinpoint exactly who did it. They can always redirect, where it's coming from, or they can just pay different state actors from different countries to do it. So it acts as like mercenaries, cyber mercenaries or something, and then they just take the blame. Some little random country or little whatever outside group, not even in Russia. So this is one of these things where it could get really sticky really quick. And here's the article here, March 31st. Texas power grid energy sectors facing elevated Russian cyber threats during war in Ukraine. Utility companies and key oil and gas transportation hubs are on high alert as Russian hackers have been probing energy infrastructure digital networks for weak points. So that was on March 31st, just a couple months ago. And now we are seeing it come to fruition. And we were also warned just a couple months ago about how Russian hackers apparently scanned all the major energy firms in the United States. Here's the headline from just a couple months ago too. FBI says Russian hackers scanning U.S. energy systems and pose current threat. So they scanned like all the major U.S. energy companies. So Texas could be a test run, a dry run, because their electrical grid, their power grid, their fuel grid is all very independent. It's not as interconnected as all the other states because they're very energy independent. So we could be seeing Texas targeted first and being tested on before they take it to the whole country, because they can test on Texas without it shutting down some other major pipeline that's going to affect like the East Coast or DC or California or something, some big liberal city. They don't want to affect that. They want to test it on Texas first. And here's an article too, before Russia even invaded Ukraine. This was out of Bloomberg. It says, what happens when Russian hackers come for the electrical grid? It says emergency training at a restricted facility off Long Island has aimed to minimize the potentially catastrophic effects of a cyber attack on U.S. power infrastructure. And that was January 26, 2022. So they were even warning about this before the war, and then it's just the warnings have gotten more and more intense since then. And what else have we also seen? We've also seen all of these fires, okay? All these food facility fires. And the FBI also warned just a couple months ago, again, all this stuff just gets no mainstream news attention. Like, the only people that talk about it are a few prepper channels. Nobody talks about this. Why? This should be like front page news, but instead we get all these distractions and all these like hyper politicized social issues that just are really not even important right now. So this is another one. FBI warning to farmers on ransomware attacks could impact consumers at grocery store. And that was April 21st, 2022, just a couple months ago. And the FBI literally sent out a mass warning to farm co-ops and warning of cyber attacks during planting and harvesting seasons and critical steps in the harvesting process, like when meat's being processed, like cyber attacking all the refrigeration or something, so it all spoils. So like, millions of pounds of meat just spoils at once when it's all being processed. Things like that. That's what they were warning of just a couple months ago. And then what do you know? We see all these food facilities being under attack. So like, why isn't this taken serious? Why is this just treated like, oh, that's a conspiracy theory, that's not real? Like, why aren't we? The FBI is literally warning of it, warning farmers and farm co-ops and agriculture sector producers of this. Like, isn't this like almost the same thing? Here's an article out of the Washington Times, kind of just like breaking down all the different fires we've had recently too. It says last week a fire ravaged a Festive food plant near Waupaca, Wisconsin. Festive Foods is a leading co-packer of USDA certified frozen pizza and appetizers. 70 firefighters spent nearly 12 hours trying to contain the blaze, reportedly sparked by work being done in the plant's compressor room. Also, earlier this month, a fire at a JBS meatpacking plant in nearby Green Bay caused nearly $30,000 in damage. In April, fires destroyed the headquarters of Azor Standard, a distributor of organic food in DeFore, Oregon. A Taylor Farms processing facility in Salinas, California, and an East Conway beef and pork butcher shop and slaughterhouse in Conway, New Hampshire. So this has been all over the place. This is out of the Washington Times. This isn't some like crazy article or something. They're just documenting all these different fires that have happened. They also go on to make this really great point. They say fires at large food processing plants can starve the nation's food supply. 4 companies account for about 70% of U.S. pork production: Smithfield, JBS, Tyson, and Hormel. 75% of U.S. beef production, and roughly 60% of U.S. poultry production. So that's a very good point. It would only take certain facilities to be targeted to really wipe out a mass percentage of our food supply. And it would take months to rebuild these facilities and to get the workers back and all these other things. Like, it would just take months to even recover from something like this. Even if there was still more goods coming in, there's still more cattle coming in, there's nowhere to process it, okay? That's a huge issue, a huge problem. So let me know what you think. Do you think this is a dry run? All these Texas cyber attacks, they're literally admitting now that a cyber attack on a liquid natural gas pipeline. Okay, and we've already seen the Colonial Pipeline cyber attack just last year. A lot of people forget about that. But there was a lot of gas shortages on the East Coast from this pipeline hack. Okay, it went on for a while. So this is something that could really affect everyone very quickly, overnight. Okay, and I feel like they're doing all these dry runs, all these test runs to see what they can get away with, how far they can infiltrate their systems, and how much they really know their systems before they do a big one. They want to get all their tentacles into every little spot before they launch the attack. They can't just launch it halfway because it won't be successful. So let me know what you think. What are you doing to get prepared for like an EMP scenario, okay? Grid down scenario, fuel hacking scenario. We're just so subject to technology now, guys. It's incredible. Everything in your life is digitized. Even your identity is, like, everything is very vulnerable to this. That's why we need to disconnect as much as possible from the digital world. And yes, I know it's like, oh, but you're a YouTuber, you're on. I'm really not on the internet unless it's just to work and to find news. The rest of the time, guys, it's like, I want to be outside. I want to be in nature. I want to be with my family. I want to be living life. I want to be enjoying the beauties of life. You know, every day you get a little older, you know, every day you're one step closer to just not being here. And I hate to say that, and, you know, but it's just true, guys. I see the white hairs come in on my beard. I see them come in on my hair. You know, it's like time passes, so we need to enjoy it now, guys, and we need to be prepared as much as possible, because I want to live as long as possible. I want the earth to stay here as long as possible. I want humanity to keep going as long as possible. So never stop, guys. Never stop prepping. Never stop growing food. Never stop getting food. Get water filters. Get solar panels. Get all these different things so you're just ready for all the different situations that we could face, because they just want to have everything in the air so they can just choose what they want to really just get us at the right moment. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you go watch that second channel now. If you made it to the end here, go hit up that second channel, watch the video. It's going to be another video just like this, and I'm going to just be posting on there too, because YouTube just wants to shadow ban me, I guess. So it's fine. We're just going to go even harder, and we're never going to stop, never going to give up. So I'm not going anywhere. It doesn't matter what anyone says, guys. I'm a fighter. I'm not going to give up. So, and you shouldn't either, guys. So go hit that other video, hit the like on this, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, hit the comments. Thank you guys for all the love, and thank you guys for supporting me and all the wishes and all the blessings. I see it, guys. I hope you have blessings in your life. I love reading the comments. I love this community. You guys are incredible, every single one of you. You guys are special people on this earth. So thank you, guys. I love you guys. Have a blessed day.